On the docks where the ill-fated Titanic was pieced together, the towering gantry cranes named Samson and Goliath are a reminder of Belfast's heyday of ship production. Elsewhere, there's evidence of the Troubles, an unforgiving time that the historic peace agreement of 1999 helped confine to history, ushering in a new era of citywide construction, of economic and commercial growth, of regeneration. In the ever-changing town centre, there has been a constant for more than 20 years. Down an alleyway, sandwiched between the twin temptations of bookmakers and a drinking den, stands John Green's Gym, where the proprietor works tirelessly, building something less tangible than passenger liners or buildings. Green's vocation is shaping and moulding promising boxers.
Gotta move that head, son. That garden has TV all the time.
It is here that Paul "Daddy" McCloskey, already an undefeated European champion, prepares for his chance to be crowned champion of the world.
It'd be a dream. It's a lifetime achievement, obviously. I've boxed my whole life. I've had a successful amateur career. I've had a very successful professional career, and obviously any athlete, any fighter wants to be at the pinnacle of their game, you know, and I'm at that stage now. The opportunity's there. I'm fighting one of the biggest names out there, and Amir Khan. But I've no doubt in my own head that I've got the ability to do that, and that's why I'm putting on the preparation now. You like young ones, don't you?
Green is in his 60s, but still a hard man and an uncompromising taskmaster. Life experience, his many joys and failures, have not dulled his ambition.
Be ready for it. Good boy, get around a bit more. Oh, McCloskey. Paul, one more. Good boy. When I'm doing the pods with the boxers, I expect them to fight that way when they're fighting under pressure. They need to work under pressure, and I do my best to bring the best out in them. I enjoy doing it. To bring Paul McCloskey to where he is and where he's going to be, that's your incentive.
For Khan, cruel defeat was the catalyst for a re-evaluation of his training habits. McCloskey has never experienced anything other than victory, but he is also fully aware that for this challenge, he'll have to perform at an entirely new level. So for the first time, the Irish Hope has enlisted the help of a specialist strength and conditioning coach to maximise his chances.
On the toes, I start up, drive the elbows, goals, records, everything is reaching new levels, and with that you've got to take into consideration sports science and what strength and conditioning has to offer.
Drive, that's it, front back, come on.
What I'm bringing to the table is something that's going to add another 5 or 10% to his overall conditioning levels.
At the end of the day, Amir Khan does it, Manny Pacquiao does it, you know, everybody works with conditioners, and I'm seeing a dramatic improvement in myself as a boxer and as an athlete, you know, so it's all good, all good.
Then it's back for rest at a new temporary base.
The last 5 years I've basically been commuting from Dungiven to Belfast, which is a round trip over 5 days. Weekly it's over 500 miles a week. So I've gotten to world title level by doing that, so I think I've come here now. I think the best way is to prepare properly and by cutting out the travelling. A bit of chicken and green veg. I'll just keep that in the fridge. Chicken goes on. Can't cook, won't cook. I'm eating 6 times a day and I'm still, my weight's coming down, you know. I'm getting all the nutrition that I need and the supplementation that's going to benefit me as a fighter. Whereas in the past I probably wasn't as clever about things, you know, and you're eating the wrong foods at times, you know, but obviously at this level here you've got to be living the life properly, you know, and that's what I'm doing now at the moment. And that's not too bad. Lads, it's been good having a chat with you. Just time for some sleep. I'm ready for my next session, okay? See you later. Take care.
Trainer John Breen knows as well as anyone the magnitude of the challenge ahead. His fighter Oisin Fagan was the first opponent fed to Khan as he returned, desperate to prove that the Prescott defeat was a mere aberration.
Paul McCloskey not reaching Fagan. He broke his ankle the first time he went down in that fight. I don't think Amir Khan would have stopped him. Otherwise, just the first time he went over his ankle, he cracked his ankle, so he couldn't continue on. He got up a couple of times after that.
Despite the conclusive manner of Fagan's defeat, Breen has always believed that another one of his charges has the style and the substance to derail the Bolton boy wonder.
Frank Warren had a bill in the King's Hall. McCloskey was on the bill and Khan was on the bill. And I said to Frank Warren, why'd you put McCloskey in with Khan? He says, maybe in 2 or 3 years' time. I said, why not now? He says, McCloskey beats him.
John Breen has always been a fighting man. Like Roach, he became a professional fighter. But when it became obvious that he would never become a champion himself, he found another outlet for a competitive need to fulfill his dreams.
I started training amateur boxers. And a friend of mine came to me and he said to me, Barty wants to talk to you. Can you give me a ring? I said, okay. So I rang up Eastwood and he said, well, can you come down to the gym Monday to talk to you? Because Barty's a fantastic gym of champions of all sorts, world, European, Commonwealth champions. And he said to me, could I help Eddie Shaw out? Eddie wasn't too well. And I said, I would love to. And I haven't looked back since it.
That alliance proved hugely bountiful. 5 world champions owe their success to Breen, including Lance Dave McCauley, no longer the boy crowned IBF flyweight champion back in the late 80s.
See when you throw up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, roll. You're standing straight, roll, and then move away. If it was me, and I was part of Khan's boxing team, I would say, why are you taking on a guy like this? Because this guy's good, this guy's unbeaten, he's a European champion. Like, why?
It takes more than raw ability and insightful coaching to create a champion. Success is so rewarding because failure is so common. Eamon McGee now works alongside Breen, but will forever be labelled an underachiever, an embattled talent. Like McCloskey, a 10-stone southpaw, McGee travelled across the Irish Sea nearly a decade ago to face Ricky Hatton in Manchester.
First round, everybody knows Eamon dropped Ricky Hatton.
He's got that counter McGee! Oh, there was the danger!
Second round, Ricky Hatton didn't know where he was. The fight couldn't have started, nearly started in the second round.
Good right hand. Oh, and a right turn, he looked a bit wobbled. Hatton on the inside there, looks a bit wobbly. Left uppercut and Hatton disorganised. And he's good at picking the shots. McGee, Hatton's in trouble and needs to hold on.
Eamon took his foot of the pedal for some reason. I was shouting at him, keep pushing him back. You're going to stop in this round. Let the third round go, fourth round go. Next thing he went into, I'm going to get him, he's going to walk into one again. Hatton didn't walk into one.
We were out there to win the fight. The only person who beat Eamon McGee in that fight was Eamon McGee.
Eamon was telling me, I'm out doing the roads, I'm up doing this. He wasn't doing no roads, he was running, the only roads he was doing was over to the bar, and that was just Eamon McGee. I found out after that's just Eamon. And Eamon's the greatest guy in the world, but my heart got out to Eamon McGee because Ricky hadn't done so well at a boxing after he beat Eamon McGee. That should have been Eamon McGee's part.
It would seem that the characteristics McGee and McCloskey share stop abruptly at desire and dedication.
I love breathing, eat what I do. From an early age I've been focused, from the age of 12 and 13 when I was coming onto the young boy scene. Basically I was always very focused on the tournament. I used to train myself in the gym at the weekends and stuff like that. That's the kind of focus that I had and always have had, and I've never lost that focus, and that's why I'm here today.
Breen still feels every punch, rolls with the shots, and his hunger for more success still burns strong.
This is the hardest fight that I've had for a world title. Whether I think it's an easy fight or a hard fight, I know it's going to be a hard fight for Amir Khan. Paul McCloskey is going to win the world title.
The weekend offers McCloskey an overdue chance to be among his loved ones. But in order to earn his reward, he must first endure the week's most grueling workout.
Come on, strong legs, Paul. Really work it. 10, come on, 9. Come on. Okay, 60, let's go.
It's getting easier.
2, 5, 12, 18, 20. Phenomenal effort. Really, really good.
Short-term pain, long-term gain. Simple as.
That's what I call modified strongman training for sport. So we're implementing a lot of strongman implements, for example, a tire, sled, sledgehammer, stuff that works on functional, true functional type training strength. So it builds up strength endurance, work capacity, and obviously a lot of mental strength.
Ah! A hot bath here.
It's back to his family and his home. At last count, Dungiven had a population of 2,993, and seemingly every single one of them has gone duddy crazy.
We're a small community, but people are it's close knit. Everybody knows everybody, and as you all know, with small communities, people like to get behind their so-called stars or whatever, you know. So it's taken a lifetime of hard work to get here, and people appreciate that. And it's nice to know that they're fully behind me 100%.
It is duty mad. There's no doing given that doesn't follow duty. Even before this fight came about, Duty's one of the most modest people you'll ever meet, and that's why he has biggest support. He knows where he came from.
Even from an early age, the local lad seemed destined to make Dungiven proud. McCloskey was drawn to boxing and Gaelic football, excelling in both, and part of the squad that won the Senior Ulster Championships back in 1997.
Who's going to win this? Is it going to be Duty or Khan? I can't hear you. Who's going to win?
Paul McCloskey is an inspiration to anybody, and particularly to youngsters. And his sport because of his dedication and his commitment. So he really has caught the imagination of everybody.
Yes, Cal, how's the form? Well, that's where it all begins there, man.
He's a great role model for our club, and he's a great role model for himself because he's a gentleman and a very likeable lad.
The love between Paul and his community is mutual. But Paul's also fighting for his family.
How's everybody? You okay, Mucker? It's horrible being away from your family, but I'm using that there as a motivation to drive me on. I say, you know, being away from not seeing my kids every day and seeing the wife every day, it definitely does. It annoys me, and I say I use it as an extra tool to drive me on when I'm tired and when I'm getting tight in the gym.
This here's amazing here, like. I've never seen this before. And his mama, I'm sure, has never saw it, so.
She would never let me do it.
Paul's eldest son, Kian, has followed his father to the local primary school. And the children of St. Canice's have also been eager to offer their own inspiration. Father-in-law Francie is Paul's unofficial manager and owner of the shop that Paul runs with his wife Emma, a local outlet for the hottest ticket in town.
Amazing. When this all come off, basically, that Friday night I come down, I was coming around the house and I could see a line of cars down the back of the street and there was people queued up, and I had to be laughing to myself, you know, I couldn't believe it. But again, that's the kind of interest and hype that's been built into this, you know, and I'm glad everybody's behind me 100%, you know, and it's good to see the community get behind me.
Coming back to Ireland and coming to Dungiven and bringing the WBA belt and the WBA new world champion with us. In actual fact, we're very sure about that because we have actually booked additional luggage space on the homecoming flight. Of course, that's to hold the belt.